take my capo off.
Oh, that's a loud guitar.
I know you so well, my darling. Oh, I want to love you so well. When I saw you coming down the stairs that day,
Lovely,
I
lovely.
had to stop.
Good morning, lovely, lovely.
Say, would you look my way?
Oh dear.
Would you look my way?
The extreme knock.
Give us a song, any song, and I'll do it. I made that up on the spot.
Did you? I thought that was
I'm a rockin' fool. Rock and roll for you. I'm a rolling guy. Wanna look you in the eye when we are making love.
No.
Making such sweet love when we are making love. Making love
When?
in the afternoon.
There it is.
I'm a kind of jazzy guy. Jazzy when I'm making pie. I'm a kind of funky soul. Because what I'm doing is I'm listing different
You're
music
going to play with
genres.
your...
Hey ho, we go wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. We
Good.
go wow, 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 wow. Making love in the afternoon.
He's got the energy though, frankly.
When I see you out with him, I wonder what you see in him when I'm a funky guy.
Oh,
I'm a funky guy.
oh. You changed? Is that on purpose?
I'm a boy band, don't you know? Everyone wants to have a go, but I save myself for you. The fans can go and get screwed. I wanna see your sweet body in the afternoon sunlight as I'm making love. Wanna hold your hand, wanna kiss your neck, wanna lick your thigh.
All right, that'll do. Imagine the rest.
That's making love.
Oh God.
I'm a kind of funky guy. Wanna look you straight in the eye and say thank you for making love to me. I was in sexual ecstasy.
Oh, I like the quizzical nature of that final chord. Oh, was I?
That's what. Will they ever see each other ever again? That's what that really kind of says to me. Got to play some adverts, guys. I'm sorry. If you're new here, drop us a follow. Thanking you. Any requests? Don't say stop playing.
Oh.
Okay, I can play any. Give me a song. I'll play a song. You can sing it. Oh shit.
Okay. You lost your pick.
I'm laughing. I never listen back to my songs, Divya, and I'm laughing so hard at that.
What do we want to sing?
That's Grange Hill. Hang on.
Right. El Cid's asking for I Had My Beans.
I don't know. I don't like to go back. I don't
They're
like
one-offs,
to
aren't
play
they?
my
No.
old songs. B is for banana. You know that one? I don't know the words.
No.
Banana. B is for banana. If you're not going to suggest proper songs,
I'll
you
do
can
some
get
harmonies
lost.
to my own songs, okay?
Darius, colour blind.
Here we go. Do some harmonies.
Cover bride.
Colour blind.
What do you mean become a
Bacon
Darius
ride.
covered in
brine. I don't know, but I've been walking. This is A minor. Walking these cities alone, singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks of Broadway. Oh, I got that right! Yes, I know how. We're hustle. If you type in Rhinestone Cowboy chords,
That's what I'm doing. For the
we
good
had
of
Rhinestone Cowboy
mankind.
twice.
How deep?
Without the things you got, hard to try, hard all the things you got. There we go.
Do you need the tab so do you know it?
Come on, focus. This is important.
Give me some light, man.
Here we go. Let me sing this song. Shut up, Pete.
Hang on, wait, is there a capo on this?
That's stupid. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
They've got
Do you know
the
what?
chord
That
on.
is stupid. This is it. Bum, bim, bum, 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 bim, bum, bim, bum, ba, da, bum. Oh, sugar and spice and everything nice is gonna be one of those shows today.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. We can't access the show visuals. My stream shush.
I'm still putting my blusher on.
My stream deck is disobeying its master. I cannot activate the camera. Catherine, at one point, showing that repeat,
Yeah.
we had 2,000 viewers. You watch it will drop to 300. My stream deck,
Do you know why? They can't handle us live.
No, they
They need us
can't.
behind the boundary of
they
recording.
can't. David Turner says, "What WTF just happened?" So WWTF. You could have saved that. That was a repeat, David, of our 12-hour show. I'm trying to get my stream deck activated so that
Can't
I
control the
can
deck.
I can bring us up visually. There we go. Here we go. Oh, what? There we go. With it's us. There we go.
Could you?
Of course I can. With great pleasure. Hello, it's us. Welcome, and you're so welcome to the show. Oh,
Oh, he means it.
my buddy. Look at that roaring fire. Look at that
Focus.
roaring fire, because it's bloody cold. Let me go and shut those curtains, though, because the backlight isn't all right.
When you move, you budge my chair wheels.
Did you see the difference in weight from that footage? Let's have a look. Let's go. Look at this. Look at the difference in weight. And I'm not saying the weight is bad, good or bad, right? But look at the difference in weight.
A lot of it was moustache.
There was a lot of that was very heavy on my face. Look at that.
Look, Omar Sharif.
I do look like. I want to go back to the island and look like that guy. I want to eat. I've eaten a banana and 2 slices of toast today.
I
Oh.
think my hair looks better like this.
I don't think anyone's really looking at you. If I'm being honest, if I may be honest, may I? Sorry, I should have checked. May I be honest?
No. Deal with that.
Well, okay, then please. How do they? In court, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to be right. So you need to be the judge. No, you need right. So hang on. I'm going to be the defense. I'm going to be the prosecutor. You're going to be the defense.
Right.
You'll know what to do when I do it, right?
Yeah.
And I would like it to be known. Let's just use David Turner as a crook because he seems to type. So I'm prosecuting him. I would like it to be known, as well as this murder that he is being charged for, David Turner's also brutally ate a baby.
You're not allowed to do that.
No, but then no. That's not what a lawyer would say. What
But
would
you're not allowed to do that.
No, I know.
They
But
have to reveal it after the fact.
No,
You
no,
go,
no.
Oh, you let him get off
No,
with it.
you're
Well,
missing the point of
did you
what
know
I'm trying
he's a
to
baby
say.
muncher?
What? I don't think I didn't say he was a baby muncher. That's different. Right, I'll do it again, but you need to do what the defence lawyer would do.
Yeah.
Don't just go, oh, you're not allowed to do that. Right.
That's what they'd do.
No, they
Probably
wouldn't.
In a more posh way.
I would like it to be known that as well as being charged for this murder, David Turner's also once ate a baby's head, and I've got a video of it on my phone if you want to see it. Now do what the thing would do. Do what? I don't understand why this
In the
is...
films or in real life?
I want it...
Objection.
Right, now I'm the judge. Sustained. You can't talk about that. Jury, strike that from the record. Jury, you didn't hear that. But the jury did hear that. They do know that David Turner's is a baby muncher.
Yeah.
They do know that. But the judge is going, you can't, no, overruled. You can't, sustained. You can't do that.
You'd get done for badgering the witness.
You can't get, and then,
All that.
but I've said it, and I would be, listen, if you want me to prosecute anybody, I would be the best, because I would just keep throwing those bombs in. Not only David Turner's also swore at his mum once. Objection, sustained, you can't do that, jury, forget that. And not only that, there's been, David Turner's is also, all of that stuff.
We know he's a wrong 'un.
I had a great day yesterday.
Didn't ask.
I'm trying to start the show. I'm giving us content for the show. By the way, we had when we had 2,000 viewers there, we had,
Wait.
look at that fire. There'll be one more. Might as well just be wait.
Might as well just be wait.
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
Good morning to you.
Do you be speaking English today?
Do we not? During, I haven't.
Go.
During that B movie, there'll be no B movies from July.
Promise?
We had 2,000 viewers, right? And we had loads.
There might be. There always might be.
No, it won't be. It's a promise. It's a guarantee.
Don't guarantee.
I guarantee it. And we had loads of subs. Thank you. May I ask if you can hold off until July the 1st with your substitutions? I think that's what sub is short for. If you can hold off until oh yeah, bless you.
Suppositions.
If you can hold off for your suppositions until July the 1st, that would be great, because of a quirk of nature,
Yes.
we don't get a penny from those subs until July the 1st, and we'll get 50%. So if you can, thank you. Some great news. At some point soon, we're going to be doing a sponsored stream playing what?
What now?
We're going to be doing a sponsored stream playing what?
What though?
We're going to be playing what?
What?
Yes.
I don't get it.
We're going to be playing what?
Among Us?
World of Tanks. WOT. What?
Oh. Yay! Yay! Was the reaction I should have gone for first. What?
Thanks a lot. So that's coming soon. That's coming soon. I love World of Tanks. I've got it on one of my consoles.
What kind of tanks they got?
A whole world of them.
Can you shoot? Can you do 18 tank cabbage shooter?
18 tank cabbage shooter. I mean, this is what I'm dealing with.
18.
This is
tank
what I'm thinking of.
Cabbage shooter.
I remember that one.
Yes.
I went to London yesterday to visit the Queen. She was not there. She's in Windsor. So instead, I went to an anti-mask, anti-lockdown rally where I tried to hand out masks.
Oh, I see the mistake you made there. One, going.
I went with my good friend Gingerbeard Mark, who may be editing that entertaining footage as we speak.
I've seen some of the editation.
Well, I'm going to play.
Good.
I'm going to play you some of that. We've got a little bit of the footage.
You can't show them that.
I can show them that. Oh, well, I got a bit more footage.
Oh.
I've got some footage for you, right? So first up.
When does footage become yardage?
Well, my sister sent me here.
That's a joke for all the old people.
That's okay. My sister's going to go and see my mum. That's okay. You don't need my permission.
Oh, that means she's winning.
It does mean she's winning.
Yeah.
God damn her.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful. You may have guys doing research on this show today. Well, there's nothing to be... Right. So this is... How do I make this big? Right. Hang on a minute. So this... Drag this... I mean, I still can't drag it out of there, but I don't want to show everyone my...
You don't.
Okay. Here we go. I can do it this way. So if I go over here, I don't want everyone to see my private WhatsApp.
Business.
Oh, you seen that lovely app that turns you into a Pixar character?
Yes. But he looks like it. I don't look like it. I look like it. They always make me look Japanese. I think it's because I've got cool Japanese manga hair now.
So this happened yesterday. Right? Let's drag us up. Rainbow and Ask Cam. We go all the way up there. There we are. So this happened yesterday. We'll go top right. This is in Parliament Square.
Yes.
And I'd interviewed this woman. Claims to have been a university researcher, and she has evidence. She said there is no evidence that masks help.
Is she from the University of Life?
And here's the thing:
Because those guys are usually tosspots.
We went to film some stuff, and here's the issue we had with it. The protest. There weren't that many people. They were, or when we started, they were where we were stood there, right? Me and Mark. And here's my issue with them. One is I just got angry.
Yeah.
And it was hard not to because they were really mean to us.
Well, they went there expecting a row, hoping for a row.
And
because that allows them to hold forth.
So I got angry. But then I didn't have the research papers. When they said there is no science that says masks work, I didn't have the research papers. One of them said, well, did you not see the clip of Dr. Fauci saying masks, you shouldn't wear masks? Then I Googled that today. And there is a clip of Dr. Fauci saying you shouldn't wear masks. Then there's also a clip of him a few months later saying that the reason I said it was because I was worried there wouldn't be enough masks for medical staff. It is effective and you should wear masks. So I didn't have all of that. When the guy is saying to me, you'll see the guy in a minute, he's wearing a BBC T-shirt, also stands for Bum Bar Clat. You'll see a clip of him in a second. And when he said there is no evidence that kids can transmit COVID, I didn't have the research paper, anyway. So this was a researcher who we didn't get on.
These people, if they're all so brave and they don't need masks, why don't they go and work in a COVID ward?
By the way, just to say, I did do a COVID
Although
test.
I wouldn't want to.
I did do a COVID test this morning because I was in close proximity to a lot of anti-maskers, anti-vaxxers.
And how did that go?
I've got COVID. Should have told you that before you came. Okay, we'll deal with that later. So I just had a conversation. Here's the thing as well. They all wanted to shout at me. Then when I went to engage, they wouldn't really engage.
No.
Big Ben is wearing a mask. You're right. So here we go. This is the end of this lady.
I am an idiot. I mean, she's got me on a technicality.
It's a little bit quiet. Actually, I might be able to make it a little bit louder.
Can you boost that? It's the mask, you see. I can't hear you behind it.
I wore a mask.
She's channeling her germs through
Let's try this.
A toilet tube there.
Still very quiet. Let's go one more time, just in case you missed it. You are. Someone says you are.
You are.
So there was that, right? Then where did I send you the? Oh, then my good friend Billy Hayes, because me and Mark are so old, right? We thought they were just filming us. They were live streaming us. And Billy Hayes trolled, because he supports this kind of stuff. He trawled through 5 hours of live stream to find this. This is funny. You'll like this, right? You'll like this. So I go here. I go here. Oh, no, I would have downloaded it. So that would be, I might have deleted it. No, I think I might have deleted it. So we'll download it again. So
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. It was really uncomfortable. I wasn't worried about getting beaten up, right? Because I could have taken them all. I could take them all. No, I wasn't worried about being up. There was only about 75, 100 people there. It was disappointing turnout. There were more police. And even though I steamed straight into the middle, I had my eyes on 2 sets of police I know exactly where the police were. So I was not worried about that. But it did get intimidating. And I kind of used to that stuff. But Mark was filming it. And there were people crowding around him. And it was intimidating.
You are vulnerable when you're filming because...
Yeah. It was intimidating. And they were just really mean.
They were mean, but also they will have been embarrassed that they were the only ones there.
Yeah.
They will have been prepared for a fight. And also they do think the world is against them. You've got to remember that.
We've got a great clip. Well, I think
And it mostly is because they're dicks.
I think me and Mark are going to do a kind of watch through some of the footage one night on Twitch, if you want to join us and commentate on it. There is a great clip, which I haven't got, of an older guy, early 60s, very well dressed, had a tie on, was waving the Union flag.
Ah, a professor.
And he had a sign that was like, no more lockdowns. And we got him on his own, and I said, what? And I agree with him on some stuff. You know, he said that the government are corrupt. I said, I agree with you. I think the government are awful. I said, but what is it you can't do today that you want to do?
Yeah.
He said, well, there's loads of things. I said, tell me one. He said, well, we can't protest. I said, you're literally doing that right now. So you can protest. So what is the one thing you can't do today that you want? And he couldn't come up with an answer.
Didn't he say go to the pub?
After 3 minutes, he said, you can't go to the pub. I said, I went to the pub yesterday with my boys. I had to book it, but I went to the pub yesterday with my boys. He could not. I can name loads of things. Like have a big wedding or a big funeral, right? Mm-hmm. He could not name one thing that he was protesting to get back. Anyway, so this is...
It's almost as if it's not really about this. This is just something to pin a general anxiety and feeling of a lack of control on.
So this is Parliament Square. This is from Resistance GB. Okay, so they saw us. Look at me in there. That's Mark in the grey.
This guy is sticking his face in mic.
This guy is sticking his face and mic. That was the first guy that I spoke to saying that. Who I said, wear a mask. No, I'm medically exempt. What's your condition? He said to me, have you got hemorrhoids? I said, well, I did have an anal fissure. It's very painful, but I don't think that makes you exempt. Why are you exempt?
Was that his response as in, mind your own business, it could be private?
I don't know. He could have said mind your own business. So I kept asking him.
He asked the wrong guy because you will tell him about each and every hemorrhoid and what they're called.
I kept asking him, what is your thing? And in the end he went, asthma.
Gosh, it'd be terrible if you got COVID then, wouldn't it?
So here we go. So this guy's wearing a BBC, and there it says bum bar clot. I didn't know bum bar was 2 words. Bum bar clot.
I don't know whether it's right for him to be using that word anyway, is it?
Oh, it's his free speech and free expression, as he'll tell us in a second.
Okay, well, he's expressing his ability to be a dick.
By the way, I look hot there. I was going to wear a suit, then I thought, don't wear a suit. It will look too aggressive to some of them if you wear a suit. So I kind of dressed like a dad. I thought, I'm going to dress like a dad.
I like that jacket. What's that jacket?
It's got my ticket for share in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Display that these are not totally...
But there's more, the proof.
So I'm saying to him, wear a mask for my mum. Come on, protect my mum.
Okay. Can you explain this? There have been... Can I please know?
There's not one. There's not one.
Certainly not.
In the past 2 marches in London, there have been over 1 million people in each march. No one...
The media is the virus. This guy was very aggressive. This guy shouted at me. I said, dude, I'll be with you in a second. I'm talking to someone. He kept shouting. And then I went over to him and he was really angry. He said, my mum died of cancer. And they put it down to COVID. And I said, I'm really sorry for your loss. But, and then he walked off. That was it. That's all he wanted to do.
Okay. Also, the media is the virus he has on a sign to show in front of a camera, hoping that one's going to come along.
The media picks it up.
Yeah.
And no one's wore a mask. Why has there been no spike in cases?
We don't know that there hasn't been spikes. Wear a mask.
Yes, we do.
Wear a mask. Protect my mask.
I'm protecting my fellow citizens.
It was really quite uncomfortable being me and Mark were the only people wearing a mask. You know, that was incredible.
By firstly spreading awareness of how to keep naturally healthy.
Spreading the awareness of how to keep naturally healthy.
Okay.
By supplementation.
By supplementation.
Okay.
Come on, protect my mum.
I'm protecting my mum.
Wear my mask.
I'm protecting your mum, man.
I bought 2 big boxes of masks and no one would take them. Rude.
How about wearing a bomber clock t-shirt? That's not protecting my mum.
This is freedom of speech and freedom of movement.
But wearing a bumper, like, in case you missed it, let me just play that again. Hang on.
I'm protecting my mum.
Wear my mask.
I'm protecting your mum, man.
How about wearing a bomber clock t-shirt? That's not protecting my mum.
This is freedom of speech and freedom of movement.
So let's just check. He has got freedom of speech and freedom of movement. Okay, job done. Everybody home.
By wearing a bomber club t-shirt. But it's like, hey, listen, son. I once went to Stratford upon Avon on a school trip wearing an Spiral Carpets Cool as Fuck t-shirt. That ain't nothing. I was 15. That ain't nothing.
No.
It's the only swear you're going to hear today. That ain't nothing. What did Tweety Bird say?
I don't
Do
know.
you sound like Big Boy Catherine? Does Big Boy sound like you?
I don't know what you mean.
Did you see Dr. Fauci say 6 months ago that masks don't work?
And that's the thing. I didn't have the knowledge to say. Yeah, he may have said it. It was more than 6 months ago, but he has come out and said why he said that, and he is telling people to wear masks.
But this is the problem. They've all been absorbing YouTube documentaries, right? So they've got all this stuff in their back pocket, but they don't want to have a conversation with you about it. And actually, you could have come up with that, and they still would have had something else because they do not want to believe.
Trev says this is Brill, promised to sub in July. Well, I'm going to get to what we might do with the footage, although I'm starting to think there might be something else. But let's have a listen. Listen, this is
One at a time, guys.
television.
One at a time, guys.
Yeah?
I'm talking fair respect. I'm talking to the rest of the ladies. Sorry, what's your name? Hello, I'm Iain. Nice to meet you. Would you wear a mask to protect my mum? This is free. I bought these. You can have it for
For
free.
your mum. Let me tell you about my mum.
Let me tell you about my mum. My mum's a great woman. Listen, I said to this guy, first of all, I don't believe him actually. But second of all, I said, I'm really sorry for your loss. And then he walked off.
But the fact that happened to him doesn't deny what's happening to everybody else.
Itzumper says, facts evolve with learning, facts aren't static. Incorrect. Facts are static. Our awareness of facts, belief should evolve. It doesn't with certain people. I'm not pointing to Catherine, I'm pointing to them. I was pointing to you. But so facts are facts. And, you know, something may change through scientific discoveries. The world was flat and the world is round. Okay. It was a fact that the world is round, is flat. But no, facts is facts.
And the stuff with the masks, I remember when we worked at Talk Radio, and the line from the medical professionals was that masks were not necessary at that point, right?
No.
We didn't realise it was partly because they didn't have enough masks for the medical professionals, so that they were trying to hold that back. But the fact was that
Agreed,
that's what we were told at the time. Doesn't mean that we didn't believe it was true at the time. But we learnt more and more as the situation went on, and we evolved and things changed.
What's interesting is there were lots of people there that I've never been to a protest, even a good one. And of course, not everyone is there for the same reason.
No.
People are there for different reasons. And so there was a lot of the media is the virus. There was a lot of freedom. There was a lot of just anger.
Yeah, and it feels like to me the similar sort of tribalism that makes some people go to football matches for a fight.
Yeah.
Because it's quite obvious who the goodies and baddies are.
Yeah.
Anyone that's not on your side is the baddie. And some people need that in their lives. Some people need that certainty because it makes them feel more powerful.
Adam Sheardown, who's green on mine and red on yours, says, hang on, the earth is still flat. Don't believe the global conspiracy. It's like joke.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah? My mum died of cancer, and she wrote the birth certificate. Said fucking COVID.
On her birth certificate, it said fucking COVID.
Wow. a bit
Excuse the
rude.
bad language. It's just because we're doing this. We will get into good language after, and I will.
Okay? My mum died of cancer, and her birth certificate said she died of
Talking to a gentleman whose mum was in a
So this isn't us filming, right?
Will you wear a mask? Then I won't talk to you. Thank you very much. Thanks so much.
I won't talk to you.
That's horrific.
Turns out,
I'll tell you what's horrific.
London, don't want to wear a mask.
So I'm doing the piece to camera.
come to an anti-mask demonstration.
Right. So this guy, listen to
We've
the
got
camera.
massive crowds now.
There were not massive
That's a bus
crowds.
stop, isn't it?
They were too thick there. I mean, 2 people deep, and that was it.
But also, what I love was the commentary. He comes to an anti-mask demonstration and asks us to wear a mask. Yeah, it's almost like it's about freedom of movement and speech.
Oh, I should have come back with that. But listen to this guy. This guy sort of gets it.
I believe that guy was an arch troll.
Arch troll, my God, that's better than just being a troll.
Excuse me. Let's dress. Let's just dress for the occasion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an arch troll. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
Which,
Look at that, walking across the grass. What disrespect.
This guy quite liked it.
to be honest, it was quite funny.
Thank you.
Not sure, bit of a Danny Shine-esque feel there.
Don't know who that is.
Apparently they're from the late night alternative. Maybe people can find what they're about.
Bet you like the idea of alternative, don't you, mate? It ain't that.
That's why we said it. That's why we said it. Thank you, Billy, for finding that. I really appreciate
That's
it.
hilarious.
So we had that, right? And we couldn't work out what our angle was. We wanted to, first of all, I said I wanted to try and find some disenfranchised, people, and we couldn't. All we got were very, very loud, really rude liars. Liars. But as I said, I didn't have the data to argue against all of their arguments. So we got some stuff, and I think we were going to kind of not use it. And then the plan was, well, I'm going to show you some, then went and filmed some other stuff elsewhere in London. It was weird getting on the tube. Had the same vibe as going on the tube for the first time after the London bombs.
Right.
It was strange. Not that busy, London, really quiet. So then we went and filmed some other stuff. And we were going to do a video where and I think the context of the video is, we came to the London anti-mask thing to give out some masks. 30 seconds of them shouting at us, and we comes back and go, but they were too mean. So we went and did something else. But I'm starting to think there might be something in that footage. No, I know you don't, Hazy. Hazy does not support that stuff. I'm teasing.
He loves it. He started it.
He started it. So I then had an idea, right, of... right, I did a really funny piece to camera where I said, divorce rates are the highest they've ever been because of COVID. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't researched it, but you don't have to these days. So I am out here on the streets of London offering people free arguments so they don't argue with their partner.
Oh, right.
Nice. And so we got some lovely shots. I've forgotten what a joy it is to stand in the middle of the street knowing there's a cameraman 100 yards away shouting, free arguments, outside Tottenham Court Road Station, at Carnaby Street. Free arguments, come and get your and we argued with people. And we got a really nice one, although I messed up the sound, a really nice one with me with a mask on and this guy going, you're that bloke. No, I'm not, because we're arguing.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. You he said, you're all 90s with the sideburns. It's you. I said, no, I'm not.
90s with the sideburns?
I said, no, I'm not. He said, show me your driving licence. I said, I will not. And then I took my mask off and he went, it's you. I went, oh, it's not. It's really funny. We haven't got that yet. But I will show you this. Oh, what's that? I don't want that. Let me show you. This is the one thing that Mark very kindly sent me. It's where's WhatsApp gone? Because he sent me the link. Mark very kindly sent me this, and this is the spirit of what I wanted. This is the spirit of what I wanted, right?
I mean, you say this is the spirit of what you wanted. This is the spirit of you.
This is it. And I walked over there, the big man, guys, it's Iain Lee from I'm a Celebrity. And all of them recognised me. These guys were so sweet.
Have a go on your skateboard.
Yeah, man.
Yes. This is it. Beautiful. What's your name, my friend?
Joe, mate. How you going?
I haven't done this for about 20 years. Any tips?
He was smoking a drug cigarette, that guy.
Was he? A jazz fag?
Yes, mate.
Foot there.
Listen to that, though. Hang on.
My friend?
Joe, mate. How you going?
I haven't done this for about 20 years.
I've never done it.
Haven't you?
No, of course not.
Not even down a hill?
No, not on a skateboard. It's dangerous.
What life did you lead?
It's a safe one.
Tips.
Foot there. Arms out like that. Benji there.
Wait, not even sitting down a hill?
Not down a hill, no. In a car park, maybe.
What, just along sitting down?
Yeah.
My word.
Get on it.
Easy. Easy.
It's like the old days.
And back.
He was a boy, she was a girl.
I'm not playing that. I'm genuinely that hesitant.
Too far back there. There you go.
He was a punk, she did ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her, she'd never tell. Secretly she wanted him.
I think you need to get a new board.
Yeah, I think that's it, mate, to be honest. Well done, though. Feel all right? You look great.
I feel a little bit sick.
That's how you're supposed to feel, I think.
Oh, bless him. What a nice kid.
They were so nice.
Yeah.
I said, do you want an argument? Nah, I'm not really into that. They were the nicest people. So that is coming. We filmed in London and that is coming, right? And that was when we went, okay, we might have something here. Because up until then it was a little bit... And that was when we thought, well, we might be onto something.
Is the thing to find nice people and you're the fool rather than making a fool of them? Is that the thing? That's
but me being the fool is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
There was one guy
I'm not saying that you were foolish there. You were very cool there, obviously, and there were some skills with a Z. But I'm just wondering, because obviously the current, or rather the recent thing with stuff like that would be to make them look like dickheads, right?
What's going on with my hair there?
Okay, I've lost you.
What's that bit? It's because I had a hat on today.
You're watching ADHD TV.
I don't think it is necessarily being the fool, but I think it is certainly bowing to being the fool. But I don't think that's the
No,
case.
you don't think that, do you?
Hazy says talking to the youth might be the thing. I think it might be. But there was a guy who was really rude in Carnaby Street. He was sat outside a pub with these 2 dogs, and he's vox popping. The hit rate is we got 2 out of about 30.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple of
It can be bloody soul destroying.
there were a couple of gay lads, right, young cute gay boys, and I said to Mark, we're going to get them because I can speak of their language, and they came and they recognised me, and because I was able to flirt with them. I can flirt with them and I can flirt with older women. The rest is a foreign language to me. But so I said, all right, boys, do you fancy an argument? Iain, I can't argue with you. And then we had a nice argument. One of them was a hairdresser, and I was like, get a proper job, man. He said, I got my own salon. I said, yeah, but...
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he has. But there was a guy watching, and he said... he was really rude. But the thing I learned quite early on in the 11 o'clock show... Hello, Pats. The thing I learned early in the 11 o'clock show was, if they're rude to you, agree with them.
Yeah.
Agree with them.
Yeah, because what they want is aggro.
Yeah. And so he's going, I'm watching you do this and you're shit. I said, what? I said, I am, aren't I? Why? He said, because no one's stopping for you. He said, you're not even good at being shit. You're shit as shit. I went, yeah, I am. And so we did that. He was mean. But it was
Says
good.
the man drinking during the day on his own.
He had 2 dogs.
Well,
That is coming, right? And it was fun to do. It was strange to do. I was trying to recreate the 11 o'clock show character, and then I realised actually I'm older and different. So there's something,
Yeah.
but it's not quite that. And that will come out at some point. There'll be a couple of videos. You're gonna get to see it. It's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go on here. You're gonna get an extended version if you go on the Patreon. You're gonna get an extended version if you sign up to the Patreon. And so that's coming. And we'd like to do more, but it was a really expensive day. My train ticket was 36 quid. Mark came from Wolverhampton to do it. And then we got an Uber, and he was an anti-vaxxer. Nice guy, Samuel, but he was an anti-vaxxer.
Was he?
So we want to do more, but it's expensive. And it was stressful, so that might be it. But it was good. But when we have it, I think me and Mark might do a little stream where we watch some of the footage and before it gets edited and stuff like
What's
that.
the matter, Pats? Why can't you settle? Just park it
Go and sit by the fire, mate.
and stop flashing your beanhole at the camera.
Catherine, go and sit by the fire, mate.
That'll get you banned now,
Oh God!
especially if you lick the microphone. Pats. Stop it! Stop it! No. Fortunately, there was nothing about that was vaguely sexual, so you'd be
Shut up.
safe.
I'm gonna play some adverts for the pots, for the pots. But my let me get the link for Mark's YouTube channel, because he's got some great stuff on there, including interviews with me and Catherine, but also interviews with Stuart Lee. I've subscribed, haven't I? Yeah, I've subscribed. Got a great one with Gail Porter, and he spent a fortune. He hired a room at the Soho Theatre to interview Gail Porter and bought her a gift and did it. It was all proper.
I love Gail so much.
He's got one with Alex Lowe, Simon Munnery, Catherine Boyle, Michael Redmond. Wow. So go and have he's got a great one with Robin Asquith. But look, it's had 791 views. 16,000 views for Gary Poundland. But, go and check it out, man. He's got Dom Jolly on there. He's got some great stuff. So go and check him out. So I would suggest just go and click subscribe. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll do some more stuff. But it's that kind of stuff. You need like a backer. You need a backer to say, right, I'm going to pay your train fares and stuff, because it's expensive, man. And we will get 300 views on YouTube for that.
It's good though. Hey, tell them about the best of TLNA coming up.
So, Matty Stevo, who my 9-year-old the other day said.
Did you mention Matt and you went, oh, you mean Matty Stevo?
Yeah,
You're famous, Matt.
you're famous in our house, and God, the ease with which I say my kids' names these days. Actually, it's not ease. There's still a hesitancy, but you can do. Hey, just a bit, Mark. Thank you for those clips, man. Any more, buzz them over. But yeah, let's do a stream one night where we watch them. He's made a 4-hour best of.
Yeah.
From the last year of Twitch. And we thought that probably next Monday. What am I doing next Monday?
I know. Jolly Boys outing.
Oh, I'm going to go to Bristol to see some friends. That's what I'm doing. Yes. So
and I will be spending my second full day with my new kittens.
Then I'm going to come and see your kittens in the evening.
Yes.
So the Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we thought it would be nice, as we say, because Wednesday is our last day under Twitch contract, right? So we thought it would be nice to watch those best ofs over those 2 days and like commentate on them. We thought it would be easy. And we thought we could be cheap content.
No, we thought it would be nice to have a retrospective before we go.
So that's what we're going to do. So thank you to Matty. I've not watched it. I'm not going to watch it until we do it live. And it won't just be that. We will go down rabbit holes, as is our want. I won't. And I need to play some adverts because I don't think I played the ads.
So yeah.
So next Tuesday and next Wednesday we'll be looking at best ofs.
Kittens on Saturday. I'm going to go and get the kittens and pick them up. And so my youngest and I have been doing some YouTube research. We found the best YouTube channel, and it's called.
It's youtube.com/Iain Lee.
It's called A Spoonful of Ragdolls. It's a Korean. It's a Korean channel, and they've got 11 ragdoll cats, right? And they're all gorgeous. They're all massive, Iain. They're massive. These cats grow massive, 7 to 9 kilograms each.
I like a big cat.
Yeah.
We'll open the Skype in a bit. Sorry, Jim.
So honestly, if anyone wants some quality cat content, a spoonful of ragdolls is just brilliant. There was one where she was giving one of the ragdolls a bath, and she ends up soaked. She ends up just crouched on the floor.
Because you don't give cats baths.
Well, she does. I don't intend to. I did get some dry shampoo just in case, because sometimes you get them home and they're a bit stinky, aren't they? New cats.
No.
Yes. No. Willow stank.
Oh, my cats, George and Patty stank actually.
So,
I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm going to Bristol. Then I will come over that Monday and see.
Do.
I want to see. I'm so
and
excited.
I've been talking to Helen from the Cat Rescue.
Oh, where I got Lucky and Mucky.
Yeah, and she suggested as well, to help with integration with Willow, I should get a little bit of baby powder and just sprinkle it over all 3 of the cats, because it kind of neutralises the strange smells for each of them.
Put powder on them.
Yeah, not too much, because we know baby powder. I'm a bit worried about that, but I bow to her superior knowledge. But those cats are going to be amazing. And
Liam Mack has just joined us after trying to finish a meeting with his boss.
Oh.
The cats are going to be great. 3-cat household. I'm still winning. Got the 5.
Yeah, too many cats though, isn't it?
It is too many cats. 4 is the thing. Caterfer says, man, I'm a pleb again, leaving it to a week to subscribe. If you can wait until July the 1st to subscribe, we will get your money.
I had to subscribe yesterday because I was trying to watch your live streams, and there was an advert right at the very beginning, and then an advert within 60 seconds.
Matty did it. Thank you, Matty. We have to.
You forced my hand, Matty.
Well, no, but then we don't get the money, you melt.
Yeah, but
it's only me. You can see me anytime you want.
It was for my convenience.
Jimbo, give us a call. The phones are open. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Cock Bongo says, will the 4-hour best of just be half of the Princess Diana musical? If so, I am in. I don't know. I don't know what is in the best of. I haven't seen it. I don't intend to see it. Will we agree with the best bits that Matty has chosen? Will we be angry? Will we be disappointed? Who knows? Who knows? But I'm looking forward to it. So that's next Tuesday, and that is next Wednesday mornings. Good day to you, Jimbo of Hawkington.
Hello.
Hello, Jim.
I wonder if they can hear you. Yes, they can hear you, loud and indeed clearest.
They don't want to miss this goal, do they?
Your hair has gone a little bit grayer than the last time we spoke. And I noticed when my hair was wet this morning, there's a massive grey bit kind of hiding under there.
Are you two morphing into each other?
Could be.
You're wearing the same shirt.
Hey, look at this.
Oh God, yeah.
Hey, look at this, man. This is freaky. And then we're gonna like that episode of The Twilight Zone with Bruce Willis in. We're gonna swap over, and then I'm gonna die, and Jim's gonna. No one will believe I ever existed.
You'll become one of Jim's teddies. That's where that
Please,
explains
I've got
that
one.
phenomenon.
I've got one. I can never do the Ford jokes. I've got one. Twinford. I can never do them. Twinford.
Well, obviously, I'm doing this to please Jenna, but mine generally goes a bit grey when it's
She
longer.
loves my
so-
hair. She's hot for my hair.
Well, first thing she said to me in the car this morning as I took her to work, because that's where she's. That's why I'm downstairs rather than in the office. Was you need a haircut? So she
Can
obviously
I
doesn't like
just
it on me.
say, I would like to hear from Jenna because that was too much information he gave us there. I took Jenna to work. That's why I'm downstairs instead of in the office. And that's a lot of information.
Sounds like overcompensation.
In fact, if she pops up in the chat, we can't see his hands.
Is that?
We can see one hand. The other one's over
The other
red
hand's
hand.
holding the phone. Look.
Oh,
Okay. All right, mate. All right.
So you say.
I'm calling it. I think you murdered her. I think you've murdered your partner. Deal with it.
Thanks for accusing me of that on a public forum.
Absolutely welcome. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
You took
Well,
it
I can ring her
surprisingly
on my
well.
other
That's all
phone.
I'm saying.
Crazy X Club said this call is his alibi.
If
We're
anybody's
laughing
gonna kill
about it
anyone,
now. This is going to be shown in court.
Sorry, Your Honour. He also eats babies. He's a baby gobbler.
Baby muncher.
Baby muncher.
Gobbler.
Twitch.tv/Jimbo, and if you want to see baby eating. So if anybody's going to kill anyone, it's Jenna. She watches all of those Snapped Women Who Kill, First 48, all of that.
Snapped Women Who Kill.
Snapped women who kill.
Yeah.
Not snapped women. They find it very difficult.
Kill him. I'm going to bloody snap me. I'm going to
Jim's put us on hold. Why?
Just realised he's got blood on his face.
She's just woken up. Hello?
Phone me. Somebody actually made a phone call to
The
my
police.
But I rang in to say it was,
Yes, sir.
it was lovely seeing that you've got a new shtick and you're almost thinking inverse Ali G, pretending to be an old unhip man in order to
Pretending. I like this guy. I like this guy.
What's?
Yes.
I've got a hairy desk. That is not a euphemism.
I like a tidy, clean workspace.
Yes. Proceed.
Proceed, please, Jim. Please get to the point.
They've left me a voicemail now. I'm intrigued. But that was it really. I was howling at your skateboarding as somebody who has previous skateboard related trauma because I broke my arm the night before my maths GCSE on a skateboard after my friend's granddad oiled the trucks and I went down a hill. It had never been a problem before. I'd used that skateboard many times. He oiled the trucks and I went down like an express train and hit the gravel set at the bottom of the thing and broke my
down
arm.
a hill, you went along.
He's Jim's talking.
You broke your arm. Bad. That's bad.
Broke my arm back. Yeah.
All right, Jim. Well, thank you for that account of trying to distract us from your partner murder that you did.
Oh, we do laugh about that.
We
shouldn't.
We shouldn't really. Gatford called us. Of course Gatford. What a pointless sentence. Of course, Gatford called us. Sulamanga says, I'm waiting till next month to resub. This means I'm seeing the ads for the first time. If you can just hold off, it's just over a week. I think July the 1st is Thursday or Friday next week. I think it's Thursday. If you can just hold off a week, that would be awesome. Gatford!
Hello. Sorry, I just had to pause the washing machine there because I didn't want the noise in the background.
How thoughtful of you.
How weird of you.
Can I just ask, this game that you're promoting, what's it called?
What?
Yeah, what's it called?
What?
That's it, the game, what's it called?
What?
I'm going to get a pen and paper. Could you just say what's it called?
What?
Yeah, what's it called?
What?
All right, look, if you're just going to mess around with me, I mean, what's it called?
If we're just going to mess around with him.
It's getting thinner in there. It's getting thinner in there. It is. It is,
Is it just
isn't
getting lighter?
No,
in
it's getting.
colour?
No, it's getting thinner. 0203 286 6370. This is turning into. Who'd have thought this is turning into?
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
It's unknown person. Now, I think this might be someone different because normally it comes up anonymous caller. So let's try.
Unknown
Jubbly.
person.
Unknown person. Now.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
I forgot my number.
Sorry?
Who am I speaking to?
Sorry, who is this, please?
My name's Martin.
Hello, Martin. How may we be of assistance to you?
Where am I through to?
Well, I don't know where you're speaking
Where
to.
are you aiming at?
Oh, is this Iain?
One of us is.
No.
Hello. Sorry. I thought I phoned the wrong number. Okay. How are you doing? You all right?
What would you like to say, mystery man?
Martin, mystery
Yeah,
Martin.
Mystery Martin.
Sorry, my name's Martin. I listened to you before, and I've literally just found you on
well done.
Twitch.
Welcome home. Welcome home, Martin. Welcome home.
Yeah, and it's good to hear your voice again, because I used to hear you. I didn't want to say, I don't know if you're allowed to say the name.
You can say whatever you want on here.
How is it? The radio station that you used to work for in London?
LBC?
You're allowed to say that name? No, Absolute.
Okay. Three of the four of the 5 radio stations I've worked in have been in London. So.
Yeah. How was it? Yeah. I do admit. Yeah, and it was great to listen to you those days.
But nowadays, not so much.
Like 1 a.m. working. I work at like 5 a.m, but I still stay up till like 1 a.m. to listen to you.
Nice.
And I'm just wondering, do you still speak to Vinny and that?
Don't really speak to Vinny and that. Vinny, we kind of fell out, Vinny and I, and then I think we're cool now, but I don't really speak to Vinny. He's a dad now. Imagine, he's a dad. Good for him.
Oh, wow.
I don't really speak to Vinny. Yeah. Eloise, we will occasionally tweet each other. Barry from Watford, unfortunately, has found us on Twitch and calls in quite a lot. And Andre found us when we were on Talk Radio, but doesn't know us anymore.
Doesn't, yeah. Well, I was just wondering, is there any progress of you? Are you thinking about going back onto radio, or
have you got a job? Do you own? Do you work for a radio station, sir? And if so,
no, I don't.
Let me fillet you. I would love to. Catherine and I. Well, I can't speak for Catherine. I would love to be on a radio station. Let's just say some radio stations won't even return my emails anymore. I can't get a job on radio.
Oh, that's a pity. Because I used to love listening to you on the like late nights and stuff.
There are podcasts of this show which you can download, and there's loads of back catalogue of podcasts of this show, The Late Night Alternative with me and Catherine, which you can get for free. From the end of next week, we're going to be behind a paywall on Patreon, and you'll be able to get your podcast and see all the shows there and get bonus podcasts. But right now, there's still a big back catalogue of stuff you can get for free, and it's bloody good.
Is it? Yeah, I'll look into that.
All right.
Because I still watch some of your stuff on YouTube from the old shows.
The old stuff. Well, good man. Thank you, Martin. I'm glad. You found. How have you found the last 10 years since you last heard me?
Yeah, well, it's been good. It's been good to. It's good to hear like the old
pipes.
Certain when you're young, it's nice to hear. Right, well, I was young. I'm not anymore, but it's nice to hear
one is.
Sounds of radio stations and stuff.
No one is young anymore.
I hear certain programs.
That's the problem, Martin. All right, Martin. Hey, listen, man, it's nice to talk to you. I'm glad you found me again, and I think you'll dig what I'm doing. I think you'll enjoy what Catherine is doing as well. We're a great team, and it's lovely that you got us.
Yeah, it's good to keep it up.
Cheers, mate.
Good to hear from you again.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. I tell you what I need after that, though.
Big buckle of drugs with no top on.
I remember doing Absolute.
I was strung out on heroin.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. I have never done a radio show.
Strung out on heroin.
Hi. Not true. How comes you don't do radio in real life? I mean, like 93.65 FM.
I don't think anyone does that anymore, do they? Bless you.
Did you hear the call on Alan Bezic after we did the call? The Rock. I need to catch up. I was listening to Saturday's Alan Bezic last night. I went to bed at Get this, Alistair. I went to bed at 5:30 last night. I was so tired.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 5:30. Then I woke up at 10:30. I thought, I've buggered this. Then I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Beautiful. That is a nice stretch.
Beautiful.
I decided that last night I was going to go to bed at the same time as the children.
Yep.
They decided, one of them decided that she was going to come and get into my bed pretty much immediately.
Yes, mum.
We ended up watching cat videos till about midnight.
Beautiful.
So, best laid
Love
plans.
it. What great, mum. School night. That's a school night. I love it. How you doing, Alistair?
Well, I couldn't get to sleep.
Okay.
So I had to get up and the cat wanted to play.
Yep.
Outside, but I wouldn't let her out, because of when she went off. So I said,
Sensible.
Jeannie, we're not doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Now I'm ringing because I'm a bit.
I never let
concerned.
my cats out at night. I remember when back in the day, and even on the Flintstones, they put the dinosaur cat. You put
all night.
Put the cat out at night. The cat would be in for the day. Then you put them. We used to do it with Toby, and in the morning, Toby was the cat I had when I was like 6, till I was about 11, 4 till 11. And in the morning, you stand out the back, you go, Toby, 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 Toby. Toby! And then he'd come running in from wherever he'd been. But I don't let my cats out at night.
No, I don't like leaving her out if I'm nipping to the shops.
No.
Everyone in. I need to know where you are.
There's my pets.
And if she's out during the day, I call her every now and again just to make sure she's always within shouting distance. It's just like when we used to go and play like on the back field. My mum wanted to see me every couple of hours just to make sure I was all right.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So I was ringing Catherine first, and then I've got a question for you, Iain. So I'm adding up all the comments you've made about Willow since you've had Willow.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned about how Willow's going to react.
So am I.
To the kids.
So am I. But actually, in the last month or so, she's been super affectionate in terms of...
At the moment.
Yeah, maybe she's been listening to some of the talk.
You
she realises
got a plug-in, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a Feliway plug-in, and all of a sudden she's mummy's baby. But she won't sit on my lap still. But there is a lot of unsolicited affection that I'm getting now, whereas before I would have to go and sit near her and maybe entice her in with treats. Whereas now, she's rubbing herself on my legs and coming and sitting behind me, and that's about as affectionate as I believe she may get. I may be wrong. She's a teenager now, right?
Yeah.
And they get a little bit awkward. Maybe as she gets older, she'll mellow out more, but I don't know. But that is my main concern at the moment, is how she's going to deal with the kittens. So much so that I've done a little bit of research. I've been talking to Helen a lot from All Done Pets, and I have bought a playpen with a zip top. So the kittens are going to go in there, because I haven't got a house where I can close off a room. I haven't got like somewhere
She
with
doesn't have doors, doesn't believe in doors. It's a religious belief, and that's okay.
less things to slam. So it's all open plan downstairs. So I haven't got a dining room I could put the kittens in, because, you watch Jackson Galaxy and it's all about keeping them apart for the first few maybe weeks and letting them sort of acknowledge each other through doors and then slowly moving the doors, right? I can't do that. So I've got this playpen. And what Helen has suggested is that I put a throw over 3 corners so that they know that's their safe place and they can retreat. And Willow is aware that they're there. Here's what I'm hoping. Willow goes out in the street and does not fight with other cats, and there are other cats either side. So I'm thinking kittens will be less of a threat. If she was going to be aggressive, then perhaps I would have seen it before with other cats. Of course, it might be different now they're on her territory.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that she will, because she's quite independent, that she won't be that bothered.
I think it'll be fine. It will be fine.
There might be a bit of growling.
We struggle with Big Boy still. Lucky and Pat in particular don't like him, but it's okay. Flaccid House says mine was not impressed when the new kitten came. A week later, they were snuggled up constantly and still do every day 5 years later.
And also what I'm reading about ragdolls is, because ragdolls are a bit daft, they're beautiful and affectionate and friendly and open, right? But also means that they can't judge social norms when it comes to cats. So if I had one, the odds are that she might have annoyed Willow by constantly demanding to play and not listening when Willow wasn't interested. But because they have each other, it takes the heat off Willow a little bit. And if she wants to, she can go and be the big girl somewhere else. She won't continually be having a tail pulled by some little rat bag. Yeah, I know.
That's great. I'm just checking because.
So here's the hope, but I don't know. I mean, all bets are off, aren't they, when it comes to animals? I just got to judge it on the moment. But I will not be putting them in a room together and letting them sort it out themselves. That's for sure.
No, I think as well. Iain.
Hello.
So, you've not commented much lately about Big Boy.
Yeah.
And I wondered how. Did you say the other day that he's not been around as much since he bit you?
It wasn't Big Boy that
That's
bit me.
Bigger Boy.
It was Bigger Boy, who is a cat that looks identical to him, but is like 3 times the size. And he or she hasn't. I thought she was pregnant, but she's still quite big, although not as big. So maybe she hasn't been around for ages, and then popped up at the weekend in the daylight, that's new behaviour. So I've seen her twice this weekend.
Right. Yeah. And Big Boy's okay.
Big Boy's great. Big Boy's
dog.
great.
He's basically a dog.
Follows me around everywhere, keeps yapping away. Yeah, I mean, Pat's, who's there, and Lucky don't like him. And, you know, I don't think that's ever going to change. The others are cool with him. George is the alpha male. George is the alpha male. It's nuts.
He's the tiniest boy, and yet he's the one that's throwing his weight about.
So it's all good. It's all good, Alistair. Thank you, mate. Will is asking why are we not subbing? Listen, if you want to sub now, that's great. Thank you. But because of a quirk of our contract, if people sub now, we don't get a penny from it. We don't get a penny. That money goes to Twitch, back to Bezos Inc.
But I get why you would, because I did yesterday, because I didn't want to watch the adverts.
But if you can wait until July the 1st, we get 50% of all of your subs and your bits. So, or maybe maybe it's different for the bits, but we get 50%. We get your money basically.
So if you can stand it for a week,
stand it for a week, that will be grateful. That will be grateful.
Yeah.
0203 286 6370. I did. Some of you on Sunday will have heard the wonderful. Now, where does recent plays? Why does this? I don't really know how this works. My son recorded a great song.
Oh, God.
I don't know how to access recent plays. Show my music. Nothing. Let me just email myself a great song that maybe I've got it already, actually, that my son learnt at school. Some of you will have heard this, right? My son is 9. And all weekend we've been singing, because I'm now obsessed with it, the most depressing song. Where is? Oh no, it's frozen. Hello. There we go. Ever. Where would it be? Where would it be? Let me send it again. It's probably the easiest thing to do. The most depressing song of all time. And it's for like a concert they're doing at school.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, what? Why?
I mean, I remember us learning Streets of London for a concert.
And that was depressing.
This is like worse than Streets of London. I mean, in terms of
it's a similar
more
tune.
grim.
It's a similar theme, but it's very, very grim. Let me just email it to myself. Right,
At least with Streets of London, there is a feeling of camaraderie and let me take you by the hand.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, you're screwed, and it's all your fault.
Here we go. Got it. Here we go.
Down and out in the city, people pass you by. Now you know who your friends really are. Life is growing colder, you feel older.
So he started singing this. First he said, I'm doing a concert. Dad, I said, that's brilliant. Do you want me to, can I sing the song to you? I said, yes, of course. And then he started singing this in the car.
The life you've led has cut you down to size. You thought you played it pretty cool. But now at last you're forced to realise you've been a fool.
That's verse 1.
There's a bit about lying in the dirt. Let's get to that.
Down and out in the city. No one hears your cry. Now you know what despair is about. When you hit the bottom, you're forgotten.
Basically singing my story. My boy is singing my story to me, and it hurts.
You've got to stop hitting the bottom.
It's far too late to try and make amends. You can't undo what you have done.
You can't what now?
You can't undo what you have done. It's too late to make amends.
Forget
You
it.
can't undo what
Forget
you've done.
You're lost.
Down and out in the city. In the dirt you lie. Now you know that your luck has run out. One thing is for certain, it's the curtain.
And that's all he could remember.
Okay, so that's the concert you'll be going to. I remember going to a concert with my kids when my eldest was about 7. and watching a group of 7-year-olds singing "Shape of You." I'm in love with your body. All the parents are like singing about how bed sheets smell like the person who's
No, I would have had a word with the teacher after that. I would have had a word.
I think it was supposed to be. I think it was the boy in question's idea because he liked the pop song, right?
No.
But obviously it's inappropriate.
No.
All the parents are like.
Happy Shark Comedy says this is as bleak as some of that Bo Burnham special. It's bleaker. I'm halfway through that. I don't want to watch the rest of it, but I've got because I don't want it to end. It makes me feel like I wasted lockdown. And also, it's too good. It hurts seeing something that's that good. It's perfect. It's perfect. And that hurts me seeing something perfect because I think...
The sexting one.
For me, it's white woman's Instagram.
Yes!
And then the whole thing about... I don't really want to shoot myself. Okay, if I could kill myself for a year, right, and then just 18 months. If I could kill myself for 18 months, but seriously, don't kill. No, the whole joking about suicide thing is beautiful because he can do it. Because I make up that he has been there. So brilliant, he can joke about it. Go ahead. But even I felt uncomfortable watching that. It was so good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. Go and watch it. It's a piece of art. It's a piece.
That's what it is. I was watching
art.
it thinking, this isn't a one-man show. This is art.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Let's start the show, Catherine. You ready? Let's start this show. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my God!
I know. I do apologise. Here we go. The show is starting now. The show. Oh!
What have you done?
You're not supposed to see this. This is behind the scenes.
Well, no, it's very
This
much
is the scenes.
in front of the scenes.
This is the scenes. Moose Cup.
That didn't happen, but I'm going to write a letter to your mum anyway.
Let's time Moose Cup out for wasting my time. Let's waste Moose Cup's time. Let's waste his time. Why not now? 0203 286 6370. This is the Late Night Alternative. It is the only phone-in show on Twitch, and you can call in about absolutely anything you want. I'm keen to speak to people, just in general, about the fear of lockdown ending, and because I was kind of nervous about going to London. And when I got there, it was like, it was amazing. It wasn't very busy. It was amazing how quickly it became normal again.
Yeah.
Like the second tube ride. We got an Uber.
Talk to me about being on the train in the first place, right? So do people keep their masks on or have they been taking them off?
On the train I was on, people kept their masks on. There was someone using a telephone in the quiet carriage. People kept their masks on. Someone dissed me on because I streamed my train ride home yesterday, and someone dissed me because I had 2 Pret a Manger cheese and pickle. 2.
Yeah.
Neither of them were very nice actually, but it's the first time I've had them in 18 months, 16 months. So I would mask down, hum. I would do that. There was a guy sat on the table on the other side who had his mask off and was eating and drinking. Then when he finished, he put his mask on. So I was perhaps being overly cautious, which is okay.
So what was someone's problem?
On Twitch, just take your mask off and just eat. Who cares?
Oh, okay, all right.
Just.
Was that your real dad, though? I don't think that was your real dad.
Everyone, as far as I saw on the everyone within my immediate vicinity was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
On the train. There were a couple on the tube that were not, but I just kept away. Who knows why not?Maybe they were dickheads or maybe they had a proper reason. I don't know. I don't really care. Loads of people in town wearing masks. I didn't pop. Did I pop? I popped into a couple of shops, and it was cool. It really wasn't busy. We struggled to find Vox Pops. Couldn't get anything on the South Bank. It was empty. Stuff was open, but it was empty. And it was dead quiet. Mm-hmm. But it was amazing how quickly it felt normal being back. Also, I don't miss London at all. I don't miss London at all. I was there going, This is a bit crap. I'm glad I moved out.
I'd really like a stroll along the South Bank at this point, but not enough to actually go.
Well, do it. Let's go to the South Bank. Let's do a show from the South Bank. Just walk along. There's nothing there. There was a fairground that was shut, and there was a school trip on the London Eye. And
Is there an ice cream man?
the ice cream woman was there.
How progressive.
Yeah, Lauren said I had abuse from a guy on a bike because I was wearing a mask. That was last April. Okay. I didn't get any abuse for wearing a mask apart from the anti-mask rally. It was
all right.
It was all right. Everything's, it'll be back to normal. Before you know it, it'll be back to normal.
Will says I'm holding out for the non-binary ice cream person.
No. That's a step too far. Please, let's just keep our ice cream vendors binary. Please. Can't we have any safety anywhere? Hey, Claire.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you
that's
loud
first
and
for
indeed
me,
clear.
getting the technology
LNC.
right.
What may we do
So,
for you?
mask wearing.
Yes.
I was having a chat with a friend of a friend, and we got round to that sort of conversation about masks, and they said quite plainly that they weren't going to wear one.
Okay.
So we went through the whole sort of conversation. Well, do you have a medical condition? And they were, no. And then they started going on about human rights and these whole list of website memes. I didn't really have an answer, so I said to them, look, if I sat here and we worked through every single one of your objections and I could show you that they were false, if I could do all of that, would you then wear a mask? And they smiled, and there was a little glint in their eye, and they said no.
Well, then there it is.
And then I thought to myself, I think some people are just contrary. I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's down to a feeling of wanting to reclaim control for themselves, their own behaviour. I don't think it's necessarily about wanting to reclaim control for the greater good.
Yeah.
I think it's about feeling like your life is in free fall and you're not even allowed to make the most basic decisions. That's the way they feel. You are not allowed to make the most basic decisions for
I think it
yourself.
says something about the sort of character of a person as well.
Yeah.
We filmed. We were looking for arguments yesterday, and we got in an Uber. I haven't been in for a drive in someone else's car your car, but since March of last year. I went out and met my sponsor at one point. He said, "Do you want to get in my car or do you want to follow?" I said, "I'll follow." I went and sat in his car after, but I haven't been for a drive in someone else's car. And we said, we're looking for arguments. Would you like an argument with us? He said, "Yeah, I would." And we went, "Okay, great. What would you like to argue about?" And he said, "I want to argue about the protest that's happening today." And I said, "Okay, what do you think?" He said, "I think it's a good idea." And basically his argument boiled down to, and I get it, he's an Uber driver and he didn't work for however long he didn't work. And he said work is getting back to normal, but he didn't work for a long time. Instead, he started carpentry.
Oh, right.
And but his argument was that it's only the overweight and the elderly and the vulnerable that are dying.
Okay.
So should we all stay in to protect them? No, we shouldn't. They should stay in. And I said, yeah, but we're a society. And surely a society looks out for everyone. We're not a society if we don't protect our most vulnerable. And he said, yeah, but why should we all suffer for them? And I said, listen, dude, last week I was able to take my mum out for the first time ever, right? First time in however long it is, 16 months. I said, that would not have happened if we hadn't have had the vaccine, the lockdown, all of the protective measures that were put in place. And he said, well, you could have taken her out any time and she would know the risks. I said, oh, so we're putting it all on her. We're putting it all on them. All the vulnerable, it's up to them to whether they risk it or not. Otherwise, they have to be prisoners.
But isn't that the politics of the single? You get that argument that people say, well, I don't have any kids. I haven't used the hospital for years and years and years. I haven't done this and that and the other. So that's a rationale for not paying NHS stamp or anything. So it's not the politics of the many or the social. It's just me.
Also, how sure are any of us that we don't have an underlying condition that could leave us in the vulnerable category? How sure are we? Because I watched a football match the other day where a really fit, athletic man had what looked like a heart attack. So how sure are we that we're not that guy? How sure are we that our children aren't? Because there also have been instances of young people having long COVID, maybe not having known that they had COVID at the time, but who are now dealing with it. How sure are we that we know exactly how this virus is going to behave in the long term? Because I would say that if you're sure that you're kind of Superman stroke woman, stroke person, go and help out with the NHS COVID wards and don't wear a mask, because it sounds like you're pretty cool.
However, I also get, I didn't ask this guy about his family, but I also get that someone that hasn't worked for 6 months, 8 months, a year, who doesn't have anybody that fits in that category, sees things differently from how I see things, because I managed to earn. We've worked for the year. So while I completely disagree with him, and for me, fundamentally, society is only a decent and functioning one if we do everything we can to protect the most vulnerable within it. Otherwise, it's not a society. I completely disagree with what he says. I can perhaps understand how he reached that point of view.
I think also it's a story we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel more powerful and safer. I can't get it. It's only for those people. I'm not going to get it. I think that's the story you tell yourself so that you feel like you have a modicum of control in a situation that showed that actually our idea of our plans, our idea of what our future held, our idea of what our job was going to be for the next 6 months, whatever it might have been, was paper thin.
I think there's an element of the selfish gene as well. You know, that people...
A-hole gene.
They don't... I think it's just... They're the memes, they're just an excuse. But people won't actually tell you. They won't... In the same way that some people... I mean, I don't like racists, but I respect someone who says that they are, rather than giving me arguments for why
it's the other's fault.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
but why do people end up feeling selfish? Is it because they feel they're entitled to, because they've been dealt a blow? I don't think children are born... Well, actually, they are bloody selfish, aren't they, till about 7? But, I mean, demonstrably. I don't think that people... Things happen to people, right, to make them that way?
Do you think it's just attrition, little knockback, each time they come back?
So I've got to take it because no one's going to give it to me.
Well, it's that, or it's parental, or it's there's a whole host of reasons why people become dicks. I mean, and one day I'll sit down with Catherine and ask her what her journey was. Claire, nice to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286. Did she end that call with good morning? That's a greeting. Good morning. Claire,
good day to you, sir.
If I've done you a disservice, then I apologise. It sounded to me like you ended that call with good morning. That's a greeting. So that's left me with a really bad... That's a great call. Really great call.
But a weird ending, yeah.
Very weird. Yeah. Very uncomfortable. Very, very strange ending. 0203 286 6370. Come July the 1st, I'm going to be doing some retro gaming streams. You're welcome to join me.
What kind of retro games, though? Like Frogger and that.
You and me can play ChuChu Rocket. Do you know ChuChu Rocket?
I think I do.
Have I shown you a video? ChuChu Rocket is great. I played it with my boys.
Is that the one where it all tags on?
It's nuts, right? It's a Dreamcast game. ChuChu Rocket, right? This is a great game, and it really stands the test of time, right? So you and me can play ChuChu Rocket on the Dreamcast. Look at this. This is nuts. Hang on. This is great. Look at this. So basically you control... I can't remember what you control. Arrows. And there are mice coming out of this trap. And you have to use the arrows to guide the mice to your trap, right? There's you can have 4 players.
Oh yeah, you have shown me this.
And but then it goes nuts. Then you'll have then it will speed round. Then the arrows will reverse. All kinds of stuff. Look at this. I played this with my boys, thinking they would hate it, and they loved it. Once they got it, they loved it. Hazy, you're going to get a Micro Machines tournament, my friend.
Oh man.
Here's the thing, you can't see what's going on now, right? Cat mania. So it's cats. You don't want cats to go in your traps. You've got to send the cats to the other traps, right? You can't see what's going on, but within about within your first game, it will suddenly become, you will get it.
Right.
Oh, is it rabbit? It might be rabbits actually. Oh, rabbits or mice? I can't see. Mice. It's mice. Everybody moves. So then, if you got the highest score, unlucky. Someone else has. Oh, the cat's gone there. Now it's mania. Look at these mice. Look. It's nuts. So yeah, we can play that, mate. We can play that, mate. I love that game so much. So I want to do some retro streams like that, and we'll have a Micro Machines tournament. I wish there was a way of playing Micro Machines online. There is a way of still getting the Dreamcast online, but I tried and I couldn't do it because we could have Dreamcast, but I couldn't do it. Maybe I'll try and work it out again.
Well, I hope that happens.
But I need some new hardware. I need a new game capture card. I need to buy a GameCube. I need kinds of stuff. So that is what the donations are for this month. Next month, it's for it's going to be for year 2 of my college. No, but that's by the by. This month, it's for retro streams. If you want to donate, you can. That's wonderful. Thank you. That would be very helpful. Let's get the donate link in the chat. If you're looking on your computer, if you just scroll down, there's a picture of a cat that's saying thank you. You can click on there.
And they mean it. They mean
it.
it. Cats are normally selfish. And we blame their upbringing, or maybe the fact we pamper them.
Yeah.
But that cat really is very sincere.
Yeah, I just need to remove some bits and pieces. We're done with that one now.
Yeah.
That's that. Where is rocks? That is gone now. We've finished our work with rocks. So let's talk about Surfshark. Oh,
Please.
Man,
We need to.
God, we need to talk about Surfshark. My God, we've done them a great disservice by not mentioning the wonderful, wonderful team at Surfshark. And I'm reminded because if you're watching on a PC, if you scroll down, there's a link for Surfshark VPN. I was using my Surfshark VPN at the weekend to watch a movie on Netflix.
Did it taste even better with Surfshark?
It tastes so bloody good.
Juicy. So juicy.
Surfshark is a VPN. It's the best VPN. It's the only decent one. You can use it on as many devices as you want. All the others, you can have it 3, 5. There's one that you can get 10. Well, this one goes a whole lot higher than 10. This one goes up to 11. It goes higher than 11. A VPN is great because it protects you from hackers.
Yeah, trackers.
It protects your data, as they say in America. And there we go. McLaren says, I have Surfshark. Thanks for the discount code. Oh, there's a discount code coming, guys. Brilliant piece of software. Dead easy to use.
And there's the point, right? If you've been thinking about it but thought, oh, God, it's going to be so complicated every time I fire up my computer, it won't. It asks you if you're going to use it this time around. You click yes, it does the rest.
Jim Bowen says, I Skyped in over Surfshark. Didn't it look better? It looked
so much better.
Magnifique. You can watch foreign Netflix, foreign Amazon Prime. You can get games. You know, sometimes like PlayStation and Xbox, they release games or have certain deals in different parts of the world. Et voila, you can take part in that. You also get 83% off. Thanks to us.
Yeah.
You get 3 months extra for free. If you're listening to the podcast of this, here's the link. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. You could rewind the last 10 seconds, but I'm going to make it easier for you. Surfshark.deals/TLNA. One more for luck.
Surfshark.deals/TLNA.
And I use it. I've got it on my Amazon Fire Stick that I've plugged into my TV.
Check you out.
Thank you very much indeed. And you can put it on your phone and your Lappy and your PCs and your Macs and all those kind of stuff. And we want to thank Surfshark because they're with us for like another 3 months, I think it was, which is nuts. So there's the link.
Just have a click on the link.
Even clicking on the link really, really helps us because it shows that we are talking about it and it shows that you guys are actively engaged in it. So even if you just click on the link for us now, we'll be doing us a favor. If you buy it, oh, beautiful. Even just clicking on the link would be marvellous. And the same goes if you're listening to the podcast. Thanking you so much, Ladles and indeed Jelly Spoons. Red Special 86. I don't get it. I don't know. Oh, hot coals on the floor. And now I get it. No, there's not hot coals on the floor.
It's not. It's a cat toy. It's a pink cat toy.
Oh, I see. Look, that's why you were saying hot coals on the floor. That is a pink cat toy. But thank you.
It's a little mouse.
Well, Micro Machines is on the PS4. It's not a great version of it, Hazy. It's a flawed version of it. But I would download it and add me, and we'll play. We'll play that. But yeah, so when we do move, I'm going to be doing like proper retro gaming streams. Hey, someone just donated. Thank you.
Wow.
Let me go and see who that was. Thanking you.
Someone really wants to play.
Someone gave us the bone.
That frenetic game.
But it's
Alistair.
Not a boy. Thank you. But it is worth getting because I don't think it's that expensive. Hazy Micro Machines. But yeah, we're going to be having a retro gaming stream. Retro gaming fun, man. It's going to be freaking awesome. There's going to be a lot of that going on. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you
Get involved.
Yeah. Oh, Claire said, I meant to say have a good morning, but words got muddled. No, it's not what you said. There was no have a.
No, good morning.
Good morning. Unless it was going to be good morning, have you, sir? In which case, that's even weirder. So no, I'm not having that, actually. I'm not having that, Claire.
Rejected.
The apology is rejected. We're not doing it now. We'll do it Friday. Have we got any unban
Let's have a little
requests?
look.
We haven't done it for a while.
Surely we can't have. We've not.
Gatford says, would love to play some Rainbow Six Vegas. It is available on the Xbox. And have you got an Xbox? What?
How can we have 9 new requests? We've barely been here.
I bet I know a couple of them are. I unbanned Sir Cheeky Rascal. We both. I don't know if Sir Cheeky is here. But he's unbanned and he apologised and I apologised and that's great. Oh yeah, that was that guy can go. No names that ring any bells. Sean
That one
Keesney.
does.
Oh wait, we'll deal with them on Friday. We'll deal with them on Friday, baby. That's happening. We're doing a show Friday night. So we're here tomorrow. No. Tomorrow I'm getting my bloods tested. Tomorrow I'm out in the morning, but I should be back by 10, certainly by 10:30.
Okay.
Let me just double check in Zoom. Wednesday, bloods 9:20. So I should be back 10, just after 10.
Will says unban me, please.
No, won't.
That was from the person who said that your wife was going to get bummed. She has been bummed. And then the unban request was just unban me, please.
So we are here tomorrow. We are here Friday.
Yeah.
Then we're not here next Monday. But we will be here Tuesday and Wednesday for our last days on Twitch. Show next Friday.
The end of days.
You know the show next Friday? Not this Friday, Friday after? That's on YouTube. And it's going to be our first one where we go behind a paywall after 45 minutes. And I am so excited about that. It'll go wrong.
Of course it will.
It'll go wrong.
But it will be a whole nother vibe as well.
It will go wrong. So the show not this Friday, next Friday. First 45 minutes are going to be on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it goes behind a paywall on YouTube. Yeah. Ian, did you know your old podcast on Absolute is still on the Apple Podcast? Yes, I did know that. Yes, I did.
It belongs to them, doesn't it?
Yeah, do what they want.
They can do what they want.
I don't care. I don't care what they do. If someone give me a job, pieces of trash. 0203.
Or future employers.
Aha.
Maybe it's just not the right time.
No. 0203 286 6370. Stay on Twitch. We're going to be flipping and flopping between Twitch and YouTube. We're going to spend quite a bit of time looking at numbers, new people coming by, subs, money that is made from super chats. We're going to be looking, but yes, the paywall will always be on YouTube. The paywall will always be on YouTube because I don't think there's a way of doing it on here. So we'll be flipping and flopping. The game streams, I think the game streams will be on here. I hadn't really thought about that. I think the game streams will stay on here. Yeah. So I cancel my Twitch sub. No. Stick with it. Don't cancel it.
There'll still be stuff.
There'll still be stuff. Yeah. The game stuff will be on here, and that won't be behind a paywall.
Trig 2020, another helpful suggestion. Get into Virgin Radio.
I've worked for them twice. I've been let go from them twice.
I'm just going to text them and say we're ready. That's the way radio jobs work.
Yes.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. If we went on Love Island, we'd get jobs.
Oh, they're about to announce the new lineup of Love Island.
Every time they do, I think, have I not seen these lot before? They all kind of come from the same factory, don't they? The muscly, hunky factory. My daughters have never seen Love Island, and yet the other week when they were playing in the paddling pool, they said, Mummy, she's doing a Love Island bum. Do you know what she'd done?
Hungry bum.
Yeah, she'd hoid her costume right up.
So
So that stuff has influence.
Oh my God.
I know. I was going, okay, that's cute. Can we not do that?
We went to Liquid Leisure the other day, which is an outside swimming thing. I didn't do it, but my boys were swimming. And there were like teenage girls with it hoiked up. I was wondering, are new bikinis cut like that?
Yes.
They're cut like
Yes,
that.
they are. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Pete says, are you still stepping down?
Here's a weird thing, right?
Yeah.
When
Hold
I was
that
in my teens, if we went to an indoor swimming pool, I would wear a bikini if I went on holiday to like a beach or something.
I can't take part in this conversation. You know why?
I forgot to pack my swimsuit.
I would wear a bikini on a beach if I went abroad, but I would never have dreamt of wearing a bikini in an indoor swimming pool.
No,
right?
it was one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all like bikinis, but also those bikinis, that, like you say, that are cut in a way that means they're you get a hungry bum, right? So you pay 15 quid for your bikini bottoms. By the way, buying your bikini in separates is how you do it now.
Oh, you don't buy them together?
No, often you don't. And they're bloody expensive, right? But I guess it's helpful because it means you can buy different sizes if you're smaller up top than down below and vice versa, given the current trend for massive asses. But the bikini bottoms are cut in a way that means that you will always have about half the cost of what you spent up your jacksie.
Couple of things. Pete says, are you still stepping down from partner on Twitch? Yes, we are. We're going to become affiliates. I think we're the first people ever to say, can you take us down from partner?
Because it makes financial sense.
Partners are not allowed, well, the majority of partners are not allowed to stream live on a different service, right? So basically partners are not allowed to stream on Twitch and then on YouTube. Certainly not at the same time, but also not at different times. Now, that's not completely true. There are loads and loads of exceptions that have been made for people. We asked for that exception to be able to stream on Twitch, finish a stream on Twitch, and then go to YouTube. And they said, no, that does not happen. And I said, well, it does happen. They said, no. I said, it does. I know people that do that.
We were contacted by people who said they could, but they couldn't tell us what their deal was, understandably.
So we're going to step down to affiliate where we can do that. We can't stream simultaneously, but we can start a stream on Twitch, stop it, and then go on. And as far as I can tell, the only difference is the percentage you get for tier 2 and tier 3. For tier 2, I think the streamer gets 60%, and for tier 3, I think the streamer gets 75%, something like that. If you're a partner, if you're affiliate, and for tier 1 in partner, it's 50%. And for affiliate, they're all 50%. But then our contact, when we said, we've come up with a great way of getting tier 2s and 3s. We have a mod meeting for tier 3s and we do postcards for tier 2s. He said, that's great because no one ever really bothers with tiers 2 and 3. So that's something to think about. So Gatford has told us 3 times.
Gatford, I'm never going to go on that hell site. So.
Gatford is obsessed. 3 times he's told us the lineup for Love Island's been told. Okay,
also, I ain't watching
3
it.
times.
I ain't watching it.
Derelict Cumberbatch says,
why would you want to transaction to YouTube?
Oh, that's Chickadee D.
Yeah. Why would you want a transaction?
We come back in English. Derelict Cumberbatch says, I'm a computer dunce. I'm worried I won't see you. You will see. If you sign up to Patreon, the 666, you're going to get sent all the links. We're going to bombard you with links. I posted 3 podcasts. Oh, Jesus. I'm having a massive upswing of bipolar. Massive. This morning, I got up at 7. I edited and uploaded 3 podcasts. I wrote a 500-word piece for Retro Gamer. I packaged and made the things of 2 audio cassettes. I did an AA meeting. I did loads of stuff, and I was doing it. Apart from the AA meeting, I was doing it all at the same time. And then when you were coming around, I wanted to cry and I wanted you to hold me because it was getting too much. It was getting too much, and I thought I'm gonna explode. This is too much. And it's come down a little bit. Hey, Derek signed up for the 20 quid. Then we will walk you through it. We will walk you through it. And also, all of the patrons, if at any point you're struggling, when we go live next month, we will do it. We had a really nice one say, Iain, I'm really sorry. I don't want to disturb you, but I think you might have I'm trying to click on this podcast and it's not working. I hadn't uploaded it. I'd forgot to upload it. And I said, no, that's what we're here for, man. Thank you.
In fact, on the day We'll do it step by step.
Yeah. But we will also be sending out the itinerary to everyone that goes. We'll be doing it on Twitter. If you go to iainandcatherine.com, there's a sign-up thing where you sign up for the newsletter, right? It's on the contact page. Go to the bottom, enter your email. You instantly get added to our database of names, and we will be emailing every Sunday the schedule. Haven't done it this week because it's so up in the air that we didn't know what we were doing, so I haven't done it. But we will be, once we get into July the 1st, we're going to be much more efficient. We're just kind of using it as a testing at the moment. But if you sign up to that is free. And you will get sent all special offers. You'll get sent every Sunday. You'll get sent our schedule. There we go. Matty's put the link in the chat. Loads of stuff. So sign up to that. It doesn't cost you a penny. We will walk you through it.
Yeah.
Trig says, you two got to do I'm a Celeb.
Again, let me just make a phone call. Oh, hang on. You've already done it.
And I didn't win it. I came third, but I won the people's hearts.
I am not a celeb.
Will there be no adverts on the free portion of your show on Twitch post the 1st of July, players? We're going to try doing 2 minutes of adverts for the month, just to see. Hey, if we make $1,000, then yeah. If we make $100, then probably not. So we need to see. I have no concept. I don't think it's going to be that much from what I've seen, but I have no concept of what 2 minutes of ads will do. I think it will be negligible, and if it is negligible, then we stop. Izzy says, I really like your new website. Matty Stevo made it. If you want a website made, Matty Stevo is your man. Very reasonable rates. I'm going to get him to do ianlee.com when I manage to get that bloody piece of crap closed down and the domain name transferred. I'm having such trouble with it. A piece of goddamn crap. Jim says, you'll never make that. I made 24p for May. But you have 17 viewers. Look at that. So we've got 537.
Yeah, check us out.
It's Matty Stevo. If you want a website built, he's really good. Go and whisper to him. I don't know if his whispers are open. Then go and do it. Criv has just signed up with Surfshark. What a great deal. Thanks, Ian and Kath.
Thank you, Criv. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call about anything. And also, one final thing I should say, you will get sent the list of when we're going live, right? Mm-hmm. And when we'll be free and when we'll be behind the paywall. You will know that, even if you're not a patron. And when we're behind the paywall, you can still call us up. Be the same number, even if you're not a patron. If you're... do you know what? I'm happy to let a couple of cheeky people phone up and say, I'm not a patron, but can I just listen for a few minutes? I'm happy with that. You will be able to call us up, even if you've not signed up to Patreon, when we're doing the behind the paywall thing. You'll get on. You might get internet trolled and bullied a little bit, online bullied by us, but not much.
But only in a fun way.
Red Special says, proud to be a £20 patron. Really good stuff on the extra pads. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Gapford keeps getting timed out. He's obsessed with Love Island.
Are you on it this year or something, Gapford? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I'm surprised they're still going. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. It's money, isn't it? It's
advertising.
It's
because
money.
They do a thing now where you can buy what the people are wearing.
Yeah. Is that from I'm Not Too Pretty? I'm Not Too
Pretty Little Thing, or is it Boohoo? It's one of those.
It's one of those.
Fast fashion.
Oh yeah. I love fast fashion. I'm a big fan of it.
But here's the other thing. I don't hate the people that are on it. You know, I know that they get a lot of nonsense, and I wish that they didn't. But they're just commodities, and I worry. I worry about using young people, any people in that way.
But funny you should say that, Catherine. You say you don't want to watch it, but then the other day I heard you saying, when you saw that it was coming back, you went,
"Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat."
I don't think I've ever watched it. I mean, I've watched some terrible programs.
We watched bits of it when we were at Talk Radio, but not for long. We watched some terrible stuff when we were at Talk. We watched
you know what?
No Pay, Take It Away.
Yeah. and then we got a conscience about it.
Then we realised what it was, yeah.
It's not for us. It's not for us. I feel like I'm looking at kids. It's not for me.
It's like Dua Lipa. I think she's such a good pop star, but I can't watch her videos because it just feels, it does feel like I'm peeking into the sixth form common room window, and it's not
perving on someone's daughter.
Nah,
but she's not for us.
I'll just listen to the pop tunes. The music's great.
I tell you, I found something really wholesome that I quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
10 years younger in 10 days, right?
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I saw you tweet this.
It's on Channel 5. It's on Channel 5, and I used to watch 10 Years Younger back in the day when it would be a little more invasive. I mean, now they do get fillers and Botox, but that's as far as it goes. And they get their teeth done.
Fillers?
Yeah. Do you know the difference?
Filler is what is a filler?
Fillers is when.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think it was? Something rude? I don't think that happens on the show. It would be interesting, but I did say it was wholesome. Anyway, it's really nice because it's people who have, for one reason or another, lost track of themselves. And I don't think, of course, it isn't all about appearance, but sometimes it is a symptom of not taking care of yourself that something else has been going on in your life. For example, there was a woman who'd been an alcoholic for years and years, right? And she'd been in recovery for 12 years, but she felt like she was still carrying it around with her because it was all over her face. And a lot of it was about self-esteem and feeling like she didn't want to be looked at and stuff, right? And so they spent some time with her and made her feel... They looked after her in a kind of holistic way.
Holistic, yes.
Yeah, so they got her to
It's
go...
not just the physical.
No, they got her to go on a day out with people who made her feel good about herself, and... it was so nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you've seen it, chat, but... I'll
have some of that.
It was one of those things where I watched the first one and I went, oh, this is really good. Let me see if there's any more. Oh, there's a whole 2 series that I can binge on. Mwah.
In regards to Dua Lipa, Andrea B says, that's exactly what Mr. B said about Dua Lipa. I bought tickets for our online show and he left the room after 2 songs. Good for him. She's so good. That album is, everyone is a hit. I'll have some of that.
Yeah.
I'll have some of that. It makes a change. The last 3 weeks, Catherine's been around. She's gone, there's a new Naked Attraction. And I said, if it's a compilation best of, which I hate, unless it's our compilation best of.
The rude bits, the fuzzy bits, the awkward bits.
Yeah, so I don't watch
People's bits.
Here we go. Just Eps Lemon says, on the subject of weird TV, I fell asleep last night and woke up to some show called Naked Attraction. And it was downright weird. Literally a man choosing a date based on boobs and vagina. Yeah, it's a great show.
And guess what? It turns out it's not the best way of picking a mate because they never get on, do they?
You lot are being good in the chat. Derelict says, can't pay, we'll take it away. Christmas special is something else. Watching people being evicted gives you a warm Christmas glow.
No.
We watched it and we used to enjoy it, and then we went, hang on, this is what they call poverty porn. This is people's most miserable moments being exploited for our attention.
There's a moment where you're watching the fuzzed out face of a 5-year-old looking at all their toys on the pavement when you go, I don't think I want to watch this anymore.
That show got dumb because it was repeated all the time on 5 and 5 offshoot channels, and someone complained and said, they've shown my story like 15 times.
And I've moved on with my life.
And they took it taken to court, and it ruled against Channel 5 and said, yeah, you're exploiting them. After like the 3rd showing, you've got to pixelate their faces because that's not...
I mean, I quite like... There was somewhere, if someone was banged to rights, where they were obviously con artists and they had expensive cars on the drive and stuff, and they pretended that they didn't live there and all this kind of... That's one thing. But yeah, when you're looking at a family with all their teddy bears and, the kid's bike on the front step, I don't like it.
Remember after I'm a Celebrity, one of the occasional... Are they sheriffs or are they... what do you call a debt collector?
The bailiffs.
Are they bailiffs or sheriffs? Because there's a difference. I think they're bailiffs.
Bailiffs, yeah.
One of the minor bailiffs in that called me out for being a pussy.
I know.
One of the minor ones, not one of the ones I liked.
Nice guy.
Called me out for being a pussy, for crying.
Yeah.
What was I was going to read? Paul says, I love Naked Attraction, but I feel iffy about it as I'm old enough to be the dad of most contestants. I don't feel iffy about that one because they're all, what's the word?
Sometimes we do.
Nuts.
No, but sometimes we do when it goes, she's 19 and you go, and I've seen her fanny.
But I don't feel bad about it in the same way that I do. I think it's a different experience to Love Island and Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I think it's a different... It's not... there is, for me, Naked Attraction, there is zero sexy about that. Love Island and Dua Lipa, yeah, there's something sexy and it doesn't feel right to me. But Naked Attraction ain't sexy.
No.
Ain't sexy. It's as sexy as Naked and Afraid, which I need to get back into.
I look at it from more of a medical point of view and go, wow, okay. All right. And that still works. Okay, that's good. Tell you another one that I've been enjoying.
Yes, sir.
Which I never thought I would. And
if you want to find out what it is, you'll have to find out in 2 minutes. We've got to play some ads. We got rid of the pots, the pieces of trash.
All right.
Right, those losers. These are the real fans.
Okay, shall I tell you what it is?
Yeah,
Or shall I
go on.
hold on for the pots?
We could. It's up to you. Do you think it's worth holding on to? The other day when I did a radio show on here, and I'll do one on Sunday as well because they're good fun. And then we went into the Alan Bezic round table, where a panel of experts. It was Gatford and a few other people. We listened to Alan Bezic and deconstructed it. Oh, you got to join us for one. Join us. I know it's slightly difficult, but join us this Sunday if you can.
Yeah.
So we deconstruct Alan Bezic. But there was a bit where you said, I can't see this. I'm watching adverts. I waited.
Oh,
I waited for you,
mate. I know you did, and everyone was saying, just carry on. I'm going to carry on.
Alice says, can you do some Naked and Afraid on your show? It's crazy. Obviously not, because of the rules. We got, we got banned for 3 days for showing a man coming out of a shower, and you just saw a little bit of bum cheek and bum crack. So no, we can't. If we were in a swimming pool doing it, we'd be okay.
Well, you wouldn't now.
No, you would.
Oh, they've got their own section now.
This is the part, as far as I'm aware, the problem with Amaranth and the other one, whose name I don't know, is
Fox something.
They moved, because of course, as we found when we went from just chatting to podcasts and interviews or whatever it was, we went there for 3 days, and our audience was like a tenth of what it was, right? So we went, stuff that, we're going back to just chatting. And so they created, for the pool streamers, they created one called Hot Tubs, I think. And the figures were going down because no one was going to it. So that's why those two streamers then moved to ASMR.
Yeah.
Which I think is a category on its own. And so, which is a very well established category. So their figures went back up again. Slightly different for Amaranth because I think she has big figures anyway. She's got big something. But
hasn't she got like 7 million followers, and she gets thousands at a time?
Something like that. I don't know. But she gets like 12,000 views, live views. But so
that must be a nice little earner for Twitch.
And that is the thing. Twitch is having an existential crisis. They have ballsed up because they have to bow to her because there's a load of money in her.
You set up a platform which is based on, let's be honest, when it first started out, geeky boys playing games.
Yeah.
And then you inject some sexy girls doing suggestive streams. What's going to happen, guys?
But also, as well, so that is having an existential crisis, and I think it's bloody appalling. But also, Twitch has never really addressed the misogyny, the homophobia, the transphobia, the racism that is prevalent on some streams and in a lot of chat.
Yeah.
We're talking to Jimbo on the stream on Sunday about how our chat is he mods on lots of channels, and we are probably with a small h, the harshest, the strictest on what we will allow in our chat. And that's easy to, because for the last 12 months, Twitch have paid us a certain amount of money, and we've got 538 views, and I'm a celeb. So we're not a streamer that's got 16 viewers, and we need every single one of those.
Exactly.
So when someone says, I want to shag you, or I don't want to shag you,
we don't have to tolerate it.
But someone with 16 might go, oh, okay. And I'm not belittling the person that's doing that.
But also that is the attitude of a lot of people who come into our chat not knowing that that's the situation with us, is they think that they are entitled to say what they like because they are needed, and of course we do to some extent need you, but we also need to keep our chat as suitable for what we're doing as possible, because
also,
otherwise, as soon as it becomes toxic, then the people that we're aiming this show at disappear.
But also, why should I sit here and see my best mate be called fat and ugly? Why should she sit here? Why shouldn't see people call me a queer and a junkie? Why should we have to work in that environment? We shouldn't have to. No one should have to.
No.
That's why.
But also there is a feeling amongst those people that they are allowed to, and that's what Twitch is about, because what happens is the chat starts to get toxic, and that's the way it goes, and it seems to be unchallenged because everyone else either keeps quiet or disappears.
Someone just said, Mark says, are you posting the radio show from Sunday, including post 10 o'clock on Twitch? I missed it after Bezic came on. The podcast is up for the Patreon, 666 and above. And yes, I've just published it on Twitch. I unpublished it because it had some music in it, and I wanted to try and download it before they took the music out. I wasn't quite fast enough. So Windy isn't in there by the association. So go and play that. But the rest, there is some more music, but that might get cut now. But yes, it's up there. It's up there. Maybe I should cut out. In fact, I'm going to cut out the first bit of music because I don't want to get into trouble. So I'm gonna. We can still talk. I'm just highlighting. Hang on a minute. Let me just get cut past. There was about that much music. Hang on a minute.
Remember that? It was on a documentary.
Editing.
Boy. Is that Sloop?
Would come. Who cares? Yes. Oh, we go. What was that? Let's go there. 1648. So
Spangle says they send the hurtful comments because they're jealous of you. No, and it's also because they're used to behaving like that without any kind of comeback.
It's going to be a highlight. It's going to be a highlight without the music at the start. So let me unpublish that, and it's going to be a highlight in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. This is live, interactive, pandering to your needs. For God's sakes. Some of them don't do it because they're jealous. It's because they're a-holes. And that's their fun. Well, when I was a kid, I liked being mean to people.
Yeah, because you weren't a happy kid.
Well, no, but good.
That's true, isn't it?
Well, no, but good.
That never comes from a place of someone who's happy with their lot.
Look at that.
Nice. They're very, very sexually attractive. Careful, we'll get taken off. But here's the other thing. I'm a 43-year-old mother of 2. I don't care if an 18-year-old fancies me or not. So,
Your eye makeup looks awesome today.
Oh!
What have you done?
10 years younger in 10 days, right?
She's done it. I mean, you don't look 10 years younger.
No.
You look 46.
I couldn't look any younger.
Which is what you are.
I'm not 46.
You will be on your next birthday.
No, I won't. Do you know what this is?
It's her birthday on August the 12th, and she'll be 46 years old.
Glorious 12th, I'll be 44. It's a stamp. Ladies and gents. Another one. And it wasn't that expensive. You get 2 pens and they're quite fat felt tips and it lasts for ages. But the wing is a stamp. So it's like you get the little corner bit. In fact, I did try it out of my hand, but I washed it off. So you stamp the corner bit on and then you join the rest of it up. Job done. Perfect. Perfect wings. Every time.
Look at that look on her face. Look at that look on her face. Look how smug she is. Look how smug she is. Ian Lee fan once says, I'm worried about going to Patreon on 1st of July. Don't worry. Listen, we're going to screw it up. We're going to screw it up. So don't worry about you screwing it up. I subscribe, but I'm not sure how you swap from watching free to going behind the paywall. How it's going to work. It's dead simple. You will come here or you'll come to my YouTube channel when it's free. You will have been sent... Hopefully, I think I've worked it out in advance, you will have been sent the private links for each show that week. You'll have them. If I haven't worked that out, I think I have. If I haven't, we will send them out while we're doing the free, or just after we do the free. Trust us. Just trust us. We're going to mess it up ourselves, so don't worry about that. There's that then.
I'm just finding the link for the stamp because there'll be people wanting to do this.
Ian, aren't you 50 this week? Get the
cheeky bugger.
I was 48 2 weeks ago. Hey, do you know what I forgot at the weekend?
Go on.
6 months. 6 months, clean
Well
and
done.
sober.
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, baby. 6 months.
That's incredible. I was actually thinking about that because I was looking back through some of my photos and I thought about how bloody awful Christmas was. How awful it was and how it feels like a different year. Well, it is, obviously, but it feels like it happened ages ago.
I'm sorry for worrying you.
Are you, though? No.
Big boy's squeaking. I looked. He's cleaning his bum.
That wasn't his mouth squeaking.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, for saying nice things. It's appreciated. Onwards, got a lot of work to do.
They do sometimes say nice things. We've noticed that.
I've got to finish my step 4. Got to do it.
If I copy a link from Amazon here,
yes, sir.
Will they get this page with my name on it and that?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, if you go onto the page, there'll be a share button somewhere.
Hello? Where is the share button?
Isn't there?
I was born in the wagon of a traveling show.
There is. No, if you post, right, email that link to me. No, of course they won't.
I don't know.
Do it. Just do it.
Let's see, find out.
Just do it.
When I'm buying everyone bloody eyeliner. Have an eyeliner, guys.
Oh, shit, it does. No, it doesn't, does it? No, it's me.
don't.
It's me.
It don't.
We forgot how the internet worked. Oh,
I just am never sure. So what I tend to do is I log out first. I'm that mum who didn't want to talk when you were recording something on the video.
I need to edit. We've sold out of that tranche of cassettes, bootleg cassettes. David and someone else have sent. They're getting posted today. They're in the envelope. They've got the stamps.
I've seen
on.
them.
They're in the envelope.
I can.
So that means 10 more copies of the cassette are available.
The Cursed Show.
I'm aware we're doing a lot of selling at the moment, but who cares? But you're
Well,
having fun.
You know, we're trying to re-establish.
You're having fun. Here you go. There's the cassette, the postcards, the cameos, and all of the T-shirts. Which, if you order them from our website, you kind of get them from Scott's website. You might find yourself paying postage, separate postage for the T-shirt and separate postage for the cassette. That's fine. That's fine. That was a workaround. But all of the merch is available on that link. If you're listening, you're thinking, what is the link? It's ianandcatherine.com/shop/ ianandcatherine.com/shop. JKRXR. We've had a lot of complaints like this about the cassette. Mine arrived in pristine condition. Who do I speak to about getting the cracks? Because I did say it would have the cracks in the case. That's just because I thought they'd get battered about in the post. The post have been great with this. The post have been absolutely great. So you complain to the post. That's who you complain. I wonder how many people have signed up for our newsletter. I don't know how you see that. Informaziano. Welcome. Is it there? No. Contacts. Is it add? I don't know. I don't know. Subscribers. Oh, here we go. How many subscribers have we got? Statistics. We got 844. 844. You don't need the second / ianandcatherine.com/shop. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Matty, Mr. Steve-O. Welcome. You're so welcome to the show. I feel like we've kind of reached peak today. Do you feel like it? Have you got anything else you want to add? I don't want to start watching a show at midday. Here's the thing. We watched an episode of the other Blackpool show. You know, the one with the blue comedian, and he's on a date and he's being rude to his girlfriend, and she gets up and walks away. And we watched that privately. That was our pleasure viewing on Friday. Friday, Catherine was at a loose end.
Just to check it out.
I had my boys. We watched the football with my boys, and it was great. You know me, I don't like football. My boys, and we had Chinese food, and it was wonderful. And then they went to bed, and I said, well, do you want to watch? Should we watch that Blackpool thing? And we did. And it was okay, but we're not going to stream it because it's a little bit sweary. But also it's, what do they call it? Augmented reality.
Scripted reality.
So they added
put
some
them in
bits.
situations.
Yeah.
You know, like that really objectionable comedian appeared to be on a date. I think that was probably a date that had been arranged because it was all a bit.
Well, then later on, he has what we used to call in the old days a dolly bird. What we would call now a very striking young independent woman
in hot pants.
It wasn't hot pants. It was very, very short skirt. Every time she got out of the car, she had to pull it down.
No, at first she was in
Did she
hot
have
pants when
on?
she was going to the
that.
fridge when he first started talking. And he was like, "Sorry, just a minute," and then standing in the
I
doorway.
was so set
I
up.
told you need to be careful because you know you were strutting around there like flashing everything. Anyway, yeah. So I've got a new girlfriend.
Anyway, we found him, and he's very poorly at the moment. Pancreatic cancer. Is it pancreatic cancer?
Yeah.
It wasn't a great show. We can do better. But then we watched an old advert from 1978 for Blackpool, which was great. Anyway, it
was beautiful.
I think we might be done with Blackpool, and I don't want to start a new show at midday. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play some thinking music, and you got 30 seconds to call in. Right, you call in. Then the show continues.
Yeah.
You don't call in.
We go.
Then we go and do a raid. It really is.
When are you getting your injection time?
Getting my injection at 3:00. My second vaccine is today.
On Tuesday.
Fancy. And it is happening. Where's my thinking music? It's here somewhere.
A biddly biddly bong. There.
Never.
You've got 30 seconds to call in.
Oh.
Stop the clock. Hello, caller.
Hi, sorry to ring in again, Ian.
It's not me you have to apologise. It's Catherine you have to apologise to.
And Catherine.
Thank
sorry. Yeah. First of all, many congratulations.
That's like you had a delicious slice of like Mars bar cake or something.
It is, isn't it?
Many congratulations on 6th grade. Congratulations on 6th.
I love congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that when you congratulate by doing the conga?
Congratulations.
It is. At Bath. Do you remember the conga at Bath?
It was glorious.
Oh, that was magic. Yeah, we conga out in the street. Wonderful.
Sorry to ask a really dumb question.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking of doing a Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay. I know, but not charging much. Mainly £2. If I play music with me speaking over it a bit, that's breach of copyright, I'm guessing.
Now, are you going to be broadcasting it on Twitch or are you going to be broadcasting it on Patreon?
On Patreon.
So people are going to get sent like a pre-recorded thing?
Yeah.
Kinda, but
who's going to know?
Well, it's private. It's private, so it's like sharing something with friends.
Right. Okay. Because I tried to look it up on the internet and it seemed inconclusive.
Don't look it up on the internet. I would suggest give it a go, and I think you know what I'm saying here.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a good rest of the day, both of you.
Thank you very much indeed. We go back to the thinking time. 30 seconds to call in, guys, and then the show ends.
Hi, Georgie. Goodbye, Georgie.
Hello, Will. Hello, Will, and I believe hello, Gatford. Gatford, are you in this call? Nelly, are you in this call? Nelly, do you receive us? Nelly.
I think there is.
All right, there, I'm Nelly.
Right, that's Gatford.
There's no Nelly.
Will, you are in this call, and you got no way of getting out of it. Gatford, you are in this call. Is that correct?
Correct data.
Nelly, are you in this? Right, hang on a second. Amy, are you in this call? Right, Jesus. Right, Nelly, are you in?
Everyone put your mics on, please.
Hang on a second. Gatford, are you still in the call?
Correct data.
Will, you are still in the call. We have visual. Nelly, are you in the call?
Yeah.
Right. Amy, are you in the call? Okay, well, she can never make it work.
Probably yes.
Dave Dogface, are you in the call?
No, he's left.
He's got Dave?
He left.
No, I think he came in.
No, I saw that there was a sign that he left.
Right, Amy's coming back. Right.
I know, big boy.
Right, Amy's here. Did you just Amy, can you hear us? What is she sucking on? Okay. Well, don't say yes as if, like, every time you call in, it's technical mark. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Right. Unbelievable. She's coming back.
Guess who's back?
Is this like one of those 0898 chat to your friends lines?
No, nothing like
I don't think it would make any money, would it?
Right. Amy's back.
Yes.
Nelly's here.
Oh, my.
Flipping Ada.
These people.
Everyone has gone. And we've gone.
They're all there. We left. Hi.
Who's gone?
Sadly not you.
Do you know what? We have.
No! I've got a question.
Go on then.
What is a Mars bar cake? Never heard of it. Hello?
It's a cake made of Mars bars.
No, yeah, but is it real or is it made up?
It's real. It's real.
So I go to a shop and buy it. I'm just asking for a friend.
Get some ingredients and make it yourself. Cake.
No, but I've heard the words Mars bar cake as if this is something I can purchase, and I would like to know if it's real or if I'm being wound up again.
What the hell is this? Where am I?
Who's that?
Where am I?
Who are you?
All right, Kath.
No, Kath's not. They've gone.
Oh my god.
This is like those dodgy phone call things.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither. I just heard it from a friend. The same friend who wants to know about the Mars bar cake.
What bit do you not get?
Well, can I go and purchase a Mars bar cake, or do I have to make it?
You can, if there's I used to work for this pub, and it's a chain pub, and they make their own cakes, and one of the cakes that they do is a Mars bar cake. So if you've got, what's it called?
Do they have a branch down near Seven Oaks in Kent?
Probably, genuinely, it's one of the Green King chains, and they're pubs with carveries in them, and they do these ridiculous cakes that are like a slice of it is bigger than your head, and they do a Mars bar cake. But there's also your Mars bar cake bars that you'll get in a supermarket. You've got a few options.
Okay. So I can go to my local co-op and inquire at the desk and say, have you such a thing as a Mars bar cake?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be able. You can ask. You can ask anyone.
And to be honest, Will, if I can't, and if they say there's no such thing, can I ring you back?
I don't think they'd say that there's no such thing.
Well,
just say that they didn't have it.
If they say no such thing exists and they laugh at me, can I ring you back? Well, then what do I say? My friend Will said there is such a thing. Don't be so rude.
Say what, Gaspard, right? Let's pretend I'm in a co-op now and I'm serving.
Right, yeah. Okay. Hello there. My name's Gary. I'm a local. Do you have any Mars bar cakes?
Gary, you need to put a mask on.
Yeah, I've already got a mask on. It's just one of those funny ones that's got a picture of me on it. So look, there you go. There you go. It is me. So yeah. Can I ask, do you have any Mars bar cakes, please?
Mars bar cakes?
Yeah.
See aisle 5?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
See the end of aisle 5?
I do.
There's
Yeah.
like the exit. Get out of my shop.
To be honest, co-op don't. And also, the exit is by aisle 1, like in most shops.
Not here, it isn't.
Well, you're sending me. Yeah, but I'm talking about my local co-op. You're sending me into like the refrigerated section.
Just loose skin. You're actually wearing a mask.
How dare
next.
You? What do you mean next? I mean, well, what do you think you are? Are you banning me from the chat room or something? What is this? I mean, this role play has gone nowhere. Do you serve Mars bar cakes?
I've
Have
got
them.
people to serve. Security.
I don't care about them. I was here first.
The end of aisle 5.
Security, get this crazy man out of my shop.
I want to speak to your manager.
I am the manager.
Well, I want to speak to your manager.
He's not here.
Get him on the phone.
I
know my rights. The customer is always right. I've seen enough videos with Karen in them. Come on.
Sorry, everyone. I know it's busy. I know things are going to be closing, but this jerk is going to be a.
I'm recording this and I'm going to post it on Facebook.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm on the phone.
To your manager, I hope.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Hello, David. Yeah, it's Nelly. Yeah. Another one's coming. Yeah. Yeah. No,
I was here yesterday. What do you mean another one?
Wearing a mask. He says, "Excuse me, I'm on the phone." He's wearing a mask. He says, but I don't know. I think it's just flappies. Yeah, he's sort of unhappy with the same sort of thing. Yeah.
Can I speak to the manager?
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, but can I speak to them?
Say that. Sorry. So, okay. What would you? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Okay then. Okay, fine. Yes. Get out.
What did he say?
To get out.
But that wasn't the answer to the question that I asked.
What was the question again?
Have you got any Mars bar cakes?
And on that bombshell, they're still talking. When it says join call, that means they're still talking. And I think we should let them talk.
They've got a lot of stuff to work out.
I think we should not let you. Actually, we should not let you listen to that. Let's go and find someone to raid. That was our lives that we used there. That was not living. If you listen to Sunday's show, that was not living.
No.
What's...
Oh.
What's this?
Before the rain.
Bangkok, Thailand.
See the little
Bangkok,
patches of rain
Orient
clouds
City.
in the sky?
Can I see it?
Oh, the sunset behind us.
We're going for 6 hours. Yeah, let's do it. Is this live? Yeah. All right, let's go right here. Thank you, everybody. What a show. What a day.
See you tomorrow.
Back tomorrow around about 10ish. I'm having a blood test in the morning, but around about 10ish. Thank you. Well, you can't see us. Look. Sorry, you can't see us. We're doing great visuals. And did I do raid? Or did I not? I didn't. Oh, I didn't put.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Ian, get it together.
Look at those. Look at those tabs. All those tabs. Beautiful, beautiful tabs. Tutty bye. Tutty bye.